Assalamu alaikum students. The topic which I am taking in this video is speed versus velocity. The word which is used in our daily life for vehicles is speed. Like we say the speed of the car is 25 meters per second, or the car is moving at a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. So we in our daily life we usually use the word speed. But there is a term which is called as velocity. So let's see what is velocity. We will also see the difference between speed and velocity and few examples of speed and examples of velocity. The definition of speed is the distance covered per unit time by an object is the speed of an object. The units of speed are kilometer per hour or meter per second. The formula for speed is equals to distance divided by time, where distance is in kilometer, time will be in hours, so speed will be in kilometer per hour. If the distance is given in meters and time is given in seconds, then the speed will be in meter per second. Let's see this example now. Here, the car is moving towards the right. But if we speak about the movement of the car as to how fast the car is moving, that will denote its speed. So speed is how fast an object is moving, while velocity is the speed in a given direction. If I say that the car is moving in a given direction, then it is velocity. So if the direction is specified, it is velocity. If the direction is not specified, then it is speed. Let's see the difference between their definitions. So speed is the distance covered in unit time. You can also define it as per unit time. So here per unit or unit means divide. So the formula for speed is distance divided by time. Now what is velocity? So speed is related to the distance covered. But if I take this distance in a specific direction, then the term which is used is displacement. So the direction traveled in a unit time, the distance traveled in a unit time in a given direction is called as displacement. So change of displacement with time is velocity. So the difference between the formula is speed is distance upon time, while velocity is displacement upon time. So your displacement indicates the direction also. Let's see it with examples now. In front of the car, the examples are written. So if I say the car is moving at a speed of 60 km per hour, then yes, the speed of the car is given, because here only the speed is mentioned at kilometer per hour. But the same example with the direction, if it is given, then it becomes the example of velocity. So see the car, which is the second image of the car, where the direction is specified. Let's see that example. The car has a velocity of 60 km per hour to the west. Means it is moving towards the left. So your direction of the car is specified. So it becomes example of velocity. So see the example is same, that the car is moving at 60 km per hour. But in the first one, only speed is given, and in the next one direction is also specified, so it becomes example of velocity. This we already saw, that speed is how fast you are traveling, and velocity is speed in a given direction. So speed and velocity, these are two similar terms, only the difference is that in velocity direction is mentioned. One more example I will give you. If I say that you are move move from here, if I just tell you this, now you don't know the direction where you need to move, okay? But if I tell you move towards your left or towards your right, so if I am specifying direction to you, so that is the difference, okay? Moving, but then moving along a specific direction. One more example here. The car is moving at a speed of 20 meter per second. So here the units meter per second is used for the speed. Now the car is moving with 20 meter per second. Okay, that means it is its speed. But in the second example, in the second image, you can see same example is taken. Car is moving at a speed of 20 meter per second, but to the right. Okay, your direction is mentioned. So second one is an example of velocity, while the first one is an example of speed. But yes, as I said, in daily life, in day-to-day life, we don't use the word velocity, that the car is moving at a velocity of. No, we always use the word speed. That is why the word speed is only used in both the examples. Let's see now the another example here. Here the man is moving at a speed of 5 km per hour towards the east. So here this is an example of velocity, because your east direction is mentioned, that is towards the right. In the second image, the girl is moving towards the left, that means towards the west, and the speed is 5 km per hour. So this also is an example of velocity. So that is why here in both the images, as the direction is mentioned, both are the examples of velocity. Now let's see few examples of speed and few examples of velocity. Let's start with examples of speed first. Speed of light in air is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So that's the speed of light. So here this is an example of speed, because the unit is meter per second and the direction is not mentioned. Light is everywhere around us. So it's an example of speed. Next, sound travels. So here in the second image, there is a person. There are two hills, small hills, and on the top of the hill, two people are standing, and one is making a sound through a canopy, and the other one is hearing the sound, okay, at after a specific distance. So the sound is traveling from person A, from one person to another, with a speed of 3.31 into 10 raised to 2 meter per second. Into 10 raised to 2 means 3.31, and two zeros are there after that. So instead of writing those two zeros, it's written in the manner 10 raised to 2 meter per second. So here again, the speed of sound is mentioned. Yes, the direction is not specified. So of course, you can see the image and you can see that yes, the sound is traveling from person to the left to person to the right, but then it's not mentioned in the sentence. So it's an example of speed. Third one, jet is moving at a speed of 300 meter per second. Yes, where it is moving, right, left, up, down, east, west, north, south, not mentioned. So it's an example of speed. The last example, the car is moving at a speed of 25 meter per second. Again, here only the speed of the car is mentioned. using the units meter per second. So last one is also an example of speed. So all these four were just speed of the objects given. Speed of light was given, speed of sound, and the speed of jet and car was given. So all four are examples of speed. One example of velocity we already saw. Let us see two more examples of velocity now. If I say the jet travels at 300 meter per second in the north direction. North means upward. So here in this image the jet is moving upwards in the northern direction. So here, along with the speed of the jet, the direction is also given. I've also mentioned the direction in which the jet is moving, that is towards the north. So this becomes example of velocity. Now here in this image, if I say the runner is running at a speed of 10 meter per second towards east or towards right. So in my sentence I have mentioned the direction in which the runner is moving. So it becomes example of velocity. But if I just say that the runner is moving at a speed of 10 meter per second, so that becomes the example of speed. But if I mention that he's moving in the east direction or towards the right, then it becomes example of velocity. So to sum up the difference between speed and velocity, in simple words, speed is the distance traveled by an object and velocity is the distance traveled by an object in a specific direction. Or speed is how fast an object is moving and velocity is speed in a given direction. So that's the difference between speed and velocity. Thank you.